It's official. I've entered my schizo arc, bro. I'm recording this shit at 2:40 right now. All right, look it. I was like, I was just on a walk earlier, and I was like, man, I kind of like making videos again, just like this really low effort shit. I just come out and talk about something. So I was like, something I've been doing recently I could probably talk about is like fixing my posture and like helping my back pain while gaming. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who play and they get back pain. If you're like me, I get low back pain and also upper back pain, especially like my mouse arm. So I'm gonna make this real quick, like a no bullshit, like how to fix back pain, because I've struggled with this for years trying to fix my problem. And a lot of the stuff I've done just like never really worked. And I've finally figured out what the solution is. So first off, if you want to fix your back pain, the big thing you always hear is like posture and shit. And from what I've researched is that posture is pretty much bullshit for the most part. Like your posture will change while you're on a desk or while you're sitting down or just while you're walking and stuff. But the thing with posture is that like it's about movement. So it's about cycling from one posture to another. So like either like you're sitting up straight, you know, and then you hunch over for a little bit, but then you go back to sitting up straight. And the problem that a lot of people run into, especially me, is that I used to sit in a traditional chair. And so I'm leaning back, right? I lean back and my arms are just at my side, right? I just lean back, my arms at my side, my mouse pad, and there's no cycling of posture there. It's just lean back, shoulders forward. And so what I've done recently to switch that up is I've gotten a kneeling chair. Well, I actually have the same chair I normally use. I just put this underneath it and I kneel. I kneel on the beanie and then I sit my butt on my chair. So it's, I wish I could show you. Fuck, why's it going blurry? You bitch! Why is it going blurry? Come back. Okay. So yeah, I sit on my knees on the beanbag and then I put my butt on the chair. And when your knees are below your hips, you naturally sit up straight. But if your knees are above your hips, you naturally slouch. It's just body mechanics. And so if you can get used to sitting, either you buy a kneeling chair or you can do what I do, you just get like a footstool or a beanbag, put it underneath your desk, put your knees on it, and then sit on knees on the beanbag and then your butt on the chair. It will fix your posture instantly and allow you to actually cycle through your postures, where you can cycle from sitting up to leaning forward, versus if you lean back in your chair, right? If you lean back, you can't cycle your posture. It's really hard. So that's one thing. The other thing too with posture is that you'll naturally have a straight posture if you breathe correctly. So a lot of people, they use their secondary breathing muscles, like their neck, and they'll like mouth breathe. So they'll be like, and they'll breathe at their traps in their neck. And that is, you get put in pretty much like this death cycle of just like, because you're breathing with your neck, you end up leaning forward more. And because you lean up forward more, you end up breathing with your neck more and more. And then you end up with that, like that whole gamer neck shit. And so the solution to that is just straight up to breathe in your belly. And it's really easy to breathe into your belly if you're using like a kneeling chair. You just naturally will do that. You don't need no posture brace, none of that stuff. I mean, you can. I don't think it really works. I've tried it before. But yeah, kneeling chair, breathe in your diaphragm. Just focus on that while you're playing. You just don't focus on like super like tightening your back, and that doesn't work. It just makes you anxious because you're constantly tense. And legit, like this, the secret to good posture is not flexion of back muscles. It's actually just relaxation and proper breathing, and you'll naturally sit up straight. Well, relaxation, proper breathing, and then like proper body mechanics. So like you want to be in a position that allows for you to properly breathe. Like if you're in a kneeling chair, and then you just want to relax and breathe in your belly. There's exercises you can do to help stretch out your diaphragm, because your rib cage is a muscle. Well, there's muscles around your rib cage, and you can get caught up with like really tight rib cages where it's like internally rotated and you're like in this position because your rib cages aren't flexed. There's ways you can stretch out your rib cage. Look up Connor Harris on YouTube. He's got stuff for that, but there's like one where you lay on your back and you put your arms up and then you just want to breathe in your belly, and you'll feel legit like stretches like under your fucking traps. It's weird. You'll feel like a stretch like under your trap, like in like right above your rib cage and around your chest and in your shoulders, like stuff that you can't just stretch using a door frame or a pull-up bar. It's weird. Try it out though. But the thing is, you don't want to get obsessed with like deep diaphragmatic breathing. That's just to stretch out your rib cage. What I found is that you want to do that to stretch out your rib cage, and then when you want to breathe properly, you just breathe your normal pace and depth as you would if you're breathing with your neck. So like, because that's what something I would do is like, because I got obsessed with like trying to fix my ribs and my breathing, is that I started breathing really, really deep. A voice crack. I started breathing really, really deep in my diaphragm, and it just made me more anxious because people don't naturally breathe with like 8-second inhales. You just do that for the stretch, and then afterwards, you just want to avoid the friction. And what I mean by that is like avoiding just the bad breathing. So the key to good posture is good body mechanics that allow you to be in a position that promotes that, relaxation and just normal breathing, and then also stretching out your rib cage, doing it like once a day or twice a day, to be able to help reinforce those habits. The other things too, obviously get in the gym, just working out all those muscles will help. You can do like chin tucks and shit to help work on your cervical like extender muscles, whatever the fuck they're called, erectors, cervical erectors, something like that. That helps too. You just do like chin tucks. You can also do neck work. I do neck work in the gym, like neck extensions, neck flexions and stuff. Also, if you do want to add stretches, the big key that I found, I've done so many fucking bro. You don't understand, bro. I've done so many stretches for years. Never saw any progress with like my whole posture like this. And it's because I would do the stretch in this posture. So I'm doing like door frame stretches, trying to stretch out my pecs, but I'm still in this posture. So the key, if you're going to do stretches, dead hangs, whatever the fuck it is, you want to be in a chin tuck position, breathing diaphragmatically through the stretch. Because if you want to sit up straight, you want to stretch while you're in this position of sitting up straight. I would stretch like I'd be on a pull-up bar like this with my neck, and I'd feel a stretch in my chest, but I'm not stretching everything that needs to be stretched because I'm not in the proper chin tuck position. You want your spine aligned. So you want to be in a chin tuck, right? And then you want to breathe deeply during your stretches. So whether you're doing, I don't know, fucking toe touches for your hamstrings, or a dead hang, a door pec stretch, whatever kind of stretches, even like hip, lower body stuff. I'll do like when I'm doing calf stretches or my hip stretches, when I'm doing like 90-90s at the gym, I will be in this position. Even though I'm stretching my lower body, I'll be in this chin tuck position, breathing diaphragmatically, and I'll feel stuff stretch out like up here when I'm doing like leg swings or some shit, bro. So it's legit just about breathing, getting the like stretching out your rib cage, getting in a what's it called? A position that allows the body mechanics of proper breathing. The other thing too, if you really want to work on your posture, because I've been going to the gym for fucking like 7 years, right? I've never done functional training. The best thing you can do, I just recently added this. I started doing mace bell swings. You buy, if you want to do it the cheapest way, bro, you buy the 5 pound on Amazon. Don't buy like a 5 pound, a 10 pound, a 15 pound. Don't fucking do this shit. You buy a 5 pound, and then you add weights onto it. You can just add it yourself instead of buying a 5 pound, a 10 pound, a 15 pound. And then what you do with this, I've been doing these like every day. I'm just going to switch to like day on, day off, so I can give my body recovery, like time to let these muscles recover. You just take it and you put it behind your head, and then you swing, right? But while you're doing this, you want to be, again, like I was saying, like chin tuck. You want to be as straight as possible, and you want to breathe diaphragmatically and tense your core. You don't want to be in a anterior pelvic tilt position. And bro, you are going to feel muscles you have never felt worked ever. Like I was feeling like my lower traps get hit, my cervical erector, like fucking everything, bro. Everything that's legit for posture. And then also the mace bell, because it's heavy and you're swinging it. You can look up videos how to do mace bell swings. It's stretching everything. You're getting above head mobility work, because when you're on the computer, your shoulders are always forward. It's really like, it's so rare throughout the day to get your shoulders up, your hands up and behind your head. And the mace bell literally stretches you into this position, and not only stretches all your stuff into this position, but also works the muscles that are antagonists to your pecs and your front delts, everything that brings you forward. So add mace bell swings. It's about the next best posture, right? You want to cycle through postures. You don't want to get stiff and sit in one posture. You don't want to be sitting like this the whole time. You also don't want to be sitting like this the whole time. Cycle your postures. Get a kneeling chair, bro. I'm telling you, the kneeling chair is goated. It is goated. Breathe diaphragmatically. Do the stretches for your rib cage to help expand your rib cage, so you can actually get that range of motion. And then you want to just relax while you're breathing. Don't over obsess about deep diaphragmatic breathing. Just breathe diaphragmatically, and just avoid using these muscles, right? Just avoid using those when you breathe. Go to the gym, do your stretches, and while you're doing stretches, right, chin tuck, diaphragmatic breathe through the stretch for any stretch, all stretches. You should be doing it for every exercise, honestly. I'm trying to think of anything else that's key. Yeah, dead hangs, goated. That's mostly it. I mean, walking helps a ton. Sprinting too. I noticed a lot of like problems I was having was internal rotation stuff. I'm really tight on my internal rotation. You do that by like behind the back stretches. So like instead of always just flexing or stretching your chest and, you know, shit like that, you want to also stretch in this range of motion too, where your arms are going like behind your back, right? I have a huge difference in my right side versus my left side of my internal rotation, and working on that also helped a fuck ton with my back pain, because right, if you're sitting at the computer all day like this, you're gonna get tight delts, tight front delts. So throw that shit in there too. Obviously this is kind of like a lot of information. I try to make this quick as possible, speed it up, but this is legit everything I've been doing for this. I mean, this is an accumulation of like how long have I been gaming? Like over 10 years, but like competitively it's been for like 5 years or more, trying to fix these issues I've had from, you know, playing on the computer a lot. You know, walk a lot, you know, get your steps in. That helps just in general. Promotes like posture because you're switching up your positions. It's just about going through your range of motion, right, throughout the day and general activity. But yeah, I would recommend the gym and the mace bell swings that you do like a day on, day off type of thing. So you give your body your body time to recover. You also don't want to overwork these muscles. Because when I first found out about the mace bell shit, bro, I was doing this shit like 3 times a day because it felt so good. But then also my cervical erectors, like my spinal erectors just started getting like cooked. Like I would sleep and they'd like lock up on me. I was like, fuck, man. So do all that stuff I just talked about. That is legit the key, man. Everything, I'm not going to review all of it again because it's already going on pretty long. But the last tip, right? The last tip is if you want to stand tall, man, you want to fix your posture, you got to get yourself a deagle, bro. Nah. All right, that was stupid. All right, but yeah. Look, I'm gonna start doing more videos like this, bro, because I noticed that I started hating content creation in YouTube because of the work I had to put into it. Because I'd have to edit the video, make a thumbnail. It was so overwhelming. I'm also in school now, and it made me just hate YouTube. And like I just abandoned the channel. I was like, dude, fuck this shit. But I'm like, man, this is the cool stuff I want to like share. So I'm just gonna start posting, man, and just not giving a fuck about views anymore. I'm not gonna give a fuck about making the channel look flashy. I'm just gonna start posting just to post and talk about shit that I find enjoyable, even if it's not Counter-Strike related, just other stuff. And you know, maybe I end up going back to like getting the thumbnails and shit, but right now is not the time. I can't afford that shit, bro. I can't afford that shit. I'm in school right now. So that's it. I just want to let y'all know, because y'all saw the schizo post the other day. It's like body image, like why you hate yourself. Like that's why. It's because I'm starting to enjoy this shit again. If this is the context, like I could just post what I want. Like fuck editing. I can't do it anymore. At least for now. Okay, at least for now. But yeah, I'm somewhat back. Hopefully this helps if you have back pain, bro. Hopefully this fixes the issue, because that shit sucks. So good luck, man. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if it helps.